Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Inside Line Racing. This is ILR 5 on the PS4 side, and we are at round number 8 here at Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. I am Jess, and I will be your commentator for this evening, as per usual. And I've got an update from the drivers, and it is going to be a dry race. So it's a dry quali, as you can see, and a dry race. Unless they're lying to me, but I don't think they are. But, you know, we shall see. As this can shake things up a bit, as France is a very difficult track. It did return after a 10-year absence. It was in the roster last year for Season 4 for ILR, but it wasn't in Season 5, I believe. But it's returned back for Season 6, and I'm excited. Hopefully we'll have a much better race in real life, because real life has been a little bit of a snooze fest, I've got to tell you. Apart from the last few laps. But take it as you will. I'm not going to say any opinions about the race, because I know some of you may beg to differ on that one. So I'm currently on board. Well, I'm on the outboard shot with Cowboy, as we are just about to go on board with a lap with him. So mixture of tyres at the moment. We got a lot of people on the hards, quite a few on the mediums and a few on the softs, but I think everyone's on the hards to get their banker laps in. So let's go on board with Cowboy first, as he's about to start approaching the DRS straight. Going into turn 1, a little bit of a mistake there, but able to manage to get together and then go into turn 3. It is quite slow, but as you break around the 100 metre board here, keep it down to 5th gear. And another left-hander here. Go as close to the right-hand side as possible to get the best momentum. And then what helps is we've got the turn numbers here, which is really helpful. And approaching turn 7, it is the first DRS straight of the course. This is where you can get full power. Just reminds me of Blanchimont in Spa, but it's shorter. Then you got to slow down a bit to go past another left-hander, the right-hander, and then go the long back straight. This time it's not a DRS straight, and then you're going to brake just slightly there. You can lift a little bit here, go into turn 10 here, and then approaching turn 11. This is a very tricky corner to get right. I managed to get it wrong loads of times during my ILR 8 race. Approaching turn 12, going to the right hand side, using all your ERS as possible. Go to 6th gear, then all the way down to 4th again, and going towards the final corner. It is looking an impressive lap for Cowboy in the Mercedes so far. He is running out of ERS though, but it puts him on positional pole with a 130.2. That is a pretty decent lap around Paul Ricard at the moment. So, you know, I don't know roughly what the strategy is for the softs. I think they can do softer hards, but it's a bit risky. So probably soft, medium again is what would be best. I think Ronline is on. No, Ronline's in P2 at the moment. I actually found 3, but again, they're on the hards. And we've got Sam Saunders tonight. I do believe he's reserve. He's in the Williams. I need to actually check who's been replaced. Who is in the Williams as well? He's replacing Aero Specialist tonight. So Aero Specialist can't come, so Sam is reserving for him in the Williams. Do we have any other reserves? No, we don't. We might have Collins join at the end of qualifying. So we'll see about that. He's a bit late, but hopefully he'll join. Oh, I've seen a Red Bull just go wide there in the sector 3. There's yellow flags everywhere. But as Jay Carty comes across the final corner now, again, another person on the soft compound tyres. As I can see, beeping for the pit lane. But there we go, 132.9 for him, but it is invalidated. So he'll have to go to the pits again, which probably won't help. Hopefully he has got another set of softs. He should have another set of softs anyway, so he can go again. Or I would advise him to go on the mediums, but we'll see. NWBB is currently in the pits. Somehow I can't board him for some weird reason. And Ronline's in the pits as well. Jay Carty's teammate, Roberto Mancini, is currently out at the moment. And I'm not sure he's on a lap or not, but he is managing his ERS well. So he could be on a slow one now, and then he could approach to be on a much better one next lap. The advantage on the hards around this track, around France, you can go for a couple of laps, which is what I did. but I realised that the rain came and that kind of messed my chance of qualifying. But there we go. Roberto comes across the line, 1:32.5 for him. That puts him P5, and that's Pete in P6. Anyone else on the lap that I see? No. Coleman's on the hards, and he looks like he's been faster, but it didn't say how fast he was in the first sector, which doesn't really help matters. But, right, I'm just going to retweet our last tweet, just so people know that we're live. So, Coleman admitted that it's not a strong track for him. Quite a lot of people in the ILR5 chat said that they don't like France to drive. I'm the same, actually. I don't like it. I don't know why. It's just... sector 1 and 2 is okay, but the last sector just drives me crazy. And I'm sure it drives the drivers bonkers as well. I think I should have came up with a different way of saying that, but there we go. As I do believe... No, Coleman's not going into the pits. He's... going to settle a lap, so he's going to get a time on the board, which is better than no time on the board, I guess. A 1:32.2, that puts it P3 on the hards. That's pretty decent. I don't know what the delta is for the hards on this track, to be fair, compared to the mediums. Now, since we're on a bit of a lull at the moment, since everyone is going to dive it back into the pits, let's just go through the championship standings. So Dan is currently leading the drivers with 98 points, followed by NWBB, the top two, literally looking very impressive, with NWBB winning last time about. And Dan closely behind. Dan was on the podium last week as well, so it's an 11-point gap to them. Third place is Callboy with 80 points, an 18-point gap separating the pair, well, all three of them, and a 7-point gap between him and second place. Jack Hawkey in fourth place. Jack with 52 points, sorry. Ron Line, fifth place with 51, so it's a 1-point gap. It's quite close between fourth and fifth. Milos in sixth with 46 points. Seventh, Huberto in the Alpha, 42. 42. Eighth place, Jay Carty, also in the Alpha on 37. Coleman also 37 in ninth place. Khalifa on 27th points after a very strong showing. Ooh, as Beto just massively cut the corner there, and he's probably hoping I haven't got it on stream, but mate, I have. But anyway, speaking about Khalifa had... Let me just go on board with him, actually, whilst I'm talking about him. Khalifa got a podium and he got P2 last week, and that was impressive for him. He was in shock and disbelief that he got P2, to be honest. And I wonder if he can keep that momentum up going into France. I haven't asked him personally what he's like in France, but again, it'll probably be the most popular opinion. And let's just go through the rest of the standings. So we have... I'm actually going to check this. I need to check to see if the stream is still okay. It's still okay. It's all good. Anyway, we have Abassi in 11th with 27 points. Casper in 12th place with 26 points. 13th is Speed Knighton, also known as Pete, with 21 points. 14th is Sumi, or how you say his name. I need to get his name right somehow, with 20 points. 15th is Pinsky with 18. 16th is Aero Specialist with 8 points, but he's not here tonight. S-Boy 505 is also on 8 points. He's 17th. 18th is Cam with 3 points with RXC Fun. And Collins yet to score on 0 points. And what a surprise! Wow! 1:29.7. Wow, that is a pretty decent lap from him. I could say he could be the one to watch again this week, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna jinx myself. So, not gonna say anything more. But hey ho. So yeah, as I think everyone is going out again for more laps. I think Sam Saunders is looking impressive on the soft tyres. He improved 5 tenths on that second sector. He's looking to improve again. He may get a bit of a tow from the Toro Rosso, not quite though. So actually there's 2 Toro Rossos, so I think 2 Toro Rossos giving a cheeky tow there. Sam comes across the line and is looking really good. He's going to get a bit of slipstream as well, as the Toro Rossos try to break the slipstream. P3 again. He improves by 7 tenths per second, a 1:30.9 for him in the Williams. Good to see a Williams up there, to be honest. We don't see that in real life. And who else hasn't set a lap yet? Jay Carty hasn't set a lap. I followed him on a lap, but he invalidated. IXC Fern, no, I don't think he's on a lap either. Pretty much everybody going into the pits. So let me just go through the running qualifying order quickly and their best tyres. So the top 3 set their best lap times on the soft tyres. And the gap between NWBB and Callboy is about 5 tenths. So, and the gap between Callboy and Sanders is about another 5 tenths after that. So Callboy and NWBB are looking like off the par. But Callboy, please do not bottle it, please. Again, I probably just jinxed him, but there we go. I'm known for jinxing people. Ugh! NWB says, thanks for the jinx. No. Okay, I won't say anything more, alright? I won't say anything more. But I know in France, I think last time I commentated France, actually no, I won't say it. I won't say it. We got Rye Racer as well in the chat, and also Steph as well. So hello, welcome to you all. Nice to see you. Ronline is going on across the line now on the hard tyres. Let's see what he can come up with. 132.0. His teammate's not that far behind. 132.2. So I don't think Ronline improves though. There is quite a big gap though for the rest of the field. So I think everyone is diving into the pits again. And we'll forget a lot of low moment. I'll look at the constructors as well. Apologies if I have a little bit of a my voice goes a bit loud. I got a bit of a cold. I came down with a cold recently, so if I take a few pauses during the stream, it'll be probably me getting a glass of water. So just be warned about that, guys. But hopefully we should be fine. So the constructors, anyway, Red Bull are leading with 116 points, and swapping with Mercedes, because Mercedes were pretty much on top for the whole somehow they were on top for most of the season already, despite all the bottles that the Mercedes drivers have had. But there we go. Third place is Racing Point. I said Force India this stream, didn't I? Oh my god, another bottle. Anyway, Racing Point in third place with 87 points. Fourth place, Alfa Romeo, 79 points. Fifth place, McLaren, 64. Sixth place, Toro Rosso, 59 points. Seventh place, Williams, 54 points. Eighth place, Ferrari, 48 points. Ninth place, Renault, 38 points. And 10th, Haas with 23. So all teams getting points on the board, which is good to see at this stage. And Kona managed getting a lap on the board as well, as he's on the mediums. Now, mediums could last, I think, 12, 13 laps around here. So they will probably start to pit around about then. They might pit a bit later, but we'll see. They may try and play a little bit of a gamble strategy. And some people might do hards to mediums. Now, that is also a bit of a gamble, hards to mediums, because hards, for me, I found hards to not be a good race tyre. I always find that if I'm on the hards when it gets towards the end of my stint, even if they're on older tyres than me, there's people that go right straight past me. And I wonder what these other drivers think about that. And there's probably other people that are still racing this week that are thinking what the best strategy is. Well, you come to the right place, because the race I was racing in, you're probably not going to get much word on the strategy because it was a dry to wet race. But there was no winter tyres used at all. But it is a completely dry race, this one, so you will get an idea of what strategy would work best, I think. I'm not sure what the weather is in ILR4. I will check in a minute, actually, unless someone is watching the ILR4 stream as well and can keep me informed. But we've got 2 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock. We've got Victin, who is also on a lap as well, on the other McLaren. 1.7 seconds improvement on his previous best, so he could potentially be on a good pole lap here. Actually, no, he's not. He's running out of fuel. Typical! But I'm not sure if he does have time to go back. I will double check. Now, I was worried that my mic muted, but it was actually my headset. Because my headset mic was muted. Because yeah, I don't want that to turn on accidentally. So yeah, but he's diving into the pit. Swimmy, 6 tenths better. He goes into P6. Jay Carty finally has got a lap on the board, but he's cut the corner again. I think he just wants to get into the pits very quickly, which is, I think, understandable, but I wonder if he could get away with that. I think he could do that in Isla. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't tried it myself because I'm worried about the consequences, but we got yellow flags. Set to 1 and set to 3. Set to 1 now. Well, on this game, yellow flags pop everywhere, but it's usually people slowing down to let people through. But anyway, Sam is looking improving, and I think Casper decided that he's not going to improve, so he's retired, or he might have binned it somewhere that I don't know about. But we'll see. As we got Sam across the line, he's probably on his out lap. He's going on his flyer. Actually, no, he's on his out flyer now because he's run out of ERS. That pushed him to P2, so somehow he's improving. The current pole sitter NWBB is slowing down. I think he wants to be the last person to cross the finish line, but I think that'll be a reasonable strategy for him because if he is the last person to cross the finish line and no one improves on their time, he could just dive into the pits anyway because he's on pole. Who want to waste their tyres knowing they're going to be on pole anyway? Oh, last four is a dry race. Okay, but dry to wet quali. Okay. So, yeah. So if you're going to get a replica, if you want to find out what the best strategy is, just watch this stream. Watch this stream. You'll find out what to do, what's the best one. But anyway, let's see who is furthest on the lap. Huberto's retired. The final few seconds are counting down as Milos is going past turn 12. Yeah, it is turn 12. I always get my turn 12s and 14s mixed up, or my turn 15s. Yeah, I always get my 12s and 14s mixed up. I don't know why. As Milos goes into the pit. I did see someone bin it, but wasn't sure who. Coleman's going through set to 1. Oh, it's Pinsky. He's not going to get a lap in because the checker flag has fallen. And oh no, NWBB's not going to get a lap in time. This will be a good opportunity for Sam. No, he's not. He's slowing down anyway. But Callboy could be on a potential fast lap here. And he's got plenty of ERS to use, so he could potentially be on pole. NWBB's probably going to kill me now. Oh, God. His real name's Nathan, I believe. And he's probably going to have a go at me in the chat. But it's going to be banter. It's not going to be, like, angry. But, you know. As few people across the line now. S-Boy in 7th place. Ron Lines through set to 3 now. Does he look like he's improving? He's on the medium hard. Let me just go on fitted, actually. He's on the medium. Yeah, I thought he was on the mediums. Oh, bit of a slide there. He's not going to improve. Khalifa. As NWBBs go... Oh, I think somehow we got a glitch where we thought that they're on their out lap, but they're on their flyer. As NWBB goes fastest by quite a margin. But anyway, Khalifa goes across the line. Can he go on pole position? No, it's 6th, but still a pretty good lap. Pinsky's not going to get a lap in. Callboy's faster by 1/10, but is it going to be enough? I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It is P2. So he stays P2. Anyone else on a lap? Cam K maybe? No, he's not. He stays in last place, but he does have advantage of free choice of tyres. So NWBB's on pole once again. This unstoppable man in qualifying. I mean, he is... Well, I don't think... Did he get... I'm not sure if he got pole last week, you know. I can't remember. But we'll see. So it's not close as ILR5 qualifying has been in the past, because the gap between NWBB and Callboy is 5/10 per second. So we got Nathan in first, we got Callboy in second, Sam in third, Dan in 4th place, Pinsky in 5th, separated by a second. Then we have the rest, which are like different gaps. I think people must be struggling in France today. So we've got Khalifa in 6th, Abassi 7th, Coleman 8th, S-Boy 9th, Bitton 10th, Pete 11th, Milos 12th, Swimmy 13th, J. Carty 14th, IXE 15th, Online 16th, Casper 17th, Roberto 18th, and Cam K leading up the rear. So, if you just joined us, hello, it is a dry race. So, but it looks quite overcast. So, I don't know. There could be a threat of rain if they haven't checked the weather forecast, but I don't know. because it looks quite overcast at the moment. So we could see some surprises. So, but it might brighten up later on. So we'll see. We will see. So, as a few people are a bit annoyed that a few people have blocked people on their laps, but it is quite... I almost blocked someone on their lap today, but I was just like, nope, I've got to move out of the way, because otherwise I would get a penalty. But strategy, most people outside the top 10, if they do mediums to hards or hards to mediums, that will probably what they'll go with. So they're on the mediums, they'll do mediums to hards. If they start on the hards, they'll do hard to mediums. The top 10, if some people start on the softs, they'll most likely do a soft to medium strategy, or try and do a bit of a gamble to do soft to hards. We'll see. I wonder if soft to hards work. I was worried I was going to get an engine glitch there and have no engine sound, but luckily I've got engine sound, so life is good. So, let's check the tyres quickly. So, top 7 on soft tyres, so they had their best lap on the soft compounded tyres, so that's what we're... blah, 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 blah. Words are going wrong. That's what they'll be starting the race on. As Callboy's glitching there, it might just be me, but I don't know about that one. But anyway, Coleman, S-Boy and Victin set their best lap on the mediums, and everyone else from 11th downwards, from Pete all the way down to IXC, decided they want to do a medium to hard strategy. And then we've got Ron Line and Casper, Huberto and Cam on the hards. Now, I think, well, hards, I think if they're at the back, will be, the best option, I think, because they can try and be a bit more cautious to the start and try and stretch out the hards for quite a bit, and then start to push the mediums towards the end. So, they're probably smart people, I think, going on the hards, but we'll see. Casper saying, very competitive grid, eat my shorts. But Simpson reference, we don't watch Simpsons. Simpsons is amazing, I must say. Still one of my favourite childhood cartoons, I must say. But I wonder, is there still another season out in the US? I don't know, to be honest. Going off topic there just a tiny bit, but, you know. So as we're waiting for the last few cars to, well, we're waiting for everyone to line up on the grid. And this will give me a chance to get a sip of water. Loving Pete's Khalifa's helmet choice there. I love it. Any other good helmets? There was a new patch last week where they had new helmets designed, and some of them have chosen that. Coleman, that looks pretty decent. Any other good helmets? I'd see Swimmy having the pink helmet to make tribute to Antoine Hubert, who actually won an F2 on this circuit. That's why I kept my pink helmet on. Just to let you know, as the 5 red lights are about to come up on your screens right now. Well, hopefully anyway. Oh, that took a long time to go. But anyway, NWBB's on the right, Corby on the left. It is lights out, and away we go. And NWBB has got a very good start from Callboy, going towards the start finish straight. A few people making great place on the start. Vinton having a good start up into 9th already. Abassi almost had a position from Khalifa, going to go around the outside. Oh, it's been a contact from the... Oh, Callboy has got in contact with the Williams there. I didn't see what happened with him, but he's now out of the race. He's not happy with that. Dan's up into P2, Pinsky up into P3. So many positions gained and dropped so far. I didn't see which Williams had made in contact. It might have been Sam, actually, or Milos, I don't know. I'll just see, because Sam's another person that's dropped. Does he have front wing damage? I don't know. I can't really tell. I think whoever was involved with the Williams, I think got away very lucky there, as Milos trying to defend from the guys behind as well. So when WBB already starting to pull away by 1 second already due to the contact in France. Well, turn 1 in France is always chaos, isn't it? Remember in real life last year where Vettel and Bottas collided, and it costed Bottas' race quite a bit. It's kind of like that, except it went from bad to worse for Callboy. As we see the Haas just went a little bit wide there in sector 3, right behind the Alpha of Jay Carty though. So Jay Carty up into P13. Coleman's having a battle with Ronline. Ronline trying to go around the outside, but couldn't quite do it. All of him a mistake. Oh, he's diving into the pits. He's probably had damage as well. I'll see actually if anyone else is going to dive into the pits. No, so I think the only other person that's had front wing trouble was Ronline. As Khalifa and Bassi having a go there. Khalifa up into 4th place. Bassi's still going to try and go around the outside. Couldn't make it work though. Going past turn 4. As DRS is not enabled yet. But look at the McLaren right on the back of the other Ferrari as well. As Pete is really picking up the pace here in France already. Going through turn 7. A little bit wide there, but he's going to gain some speed. He's going to overtake. He's got less DRS to play with than Vinton. So is he going to try and go around the inside of Vinton at the moment? Oh, it's a little bit of a slide from one of the Williams. I think it was. I don't know which one. It's hard to tell which Williams it is. But anyway, Alexi Fun in the points. So good for him to avoid the carnage and still be racing. And loving his helmet, by the way. As he's trying to fend off Milos as well. Hopefully he hasn't picked up any damage either. As the Toro Rosso, I think the Toro Rosso is going to be lapped, so it might be S-Boy. Nope, it's actually S-Boy. As Alexi Fun is trying to battle 2 people at the same time. That is good, and that's another position gain for Alexi Fun. Alexi Fun is up into 9th place. So as NWBB is currently saying fastest lap after fastest lap, he has advantage of that, as it was Sam that was involved, as Sam is going to dive it into the pit as well. What a shame. He started P2 or P3, I can't remember, but as a few positions gained already. So let me just see who has won the Supercharger Award. For those of you that are new to the streams that I commentate in general, I do the Supercharger Award, which means after the end of lap 2, I check to see who has gained the most positions. And it is Cam K after starting last place, and he is in 11th place at the moment. So he has gained 8 positions. IXE Fun has gained 6, so well done to him, and Pete has gained 5. So those are the honourable mentions for who's gained the most points, and Huberto has also gained 4. So Milos is going to try and go around the left-hand side of the Renault. The difference between either gaining 1 point or 2 points is very important around here. Let's see if Milos can get another chance here. There's no DRS here. He's going to take the outside line. Can he get the move done? Yes, he does. Milos up into 9th place. Good job from the Williams driver. One Williams driver not doing very well. Down in 18th. One Williams driver doing very well in 9th place. So well done to him, who's gained 3 positions. Pinsky doing very well, trying to catch up to his teammate as well. If he can keep this up, double points will be good for the Red Bull pair to try and catch up to try and hold on to their lead in the drivers' the constructors. And I think Pinsky did very well in the points last week, so he's looking to get a good result this week as he's really close to his teammate. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that at all. NWBB is going to kill me, but there we go. NWBB has got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Don't forget, all tiers this week are running strict corner cutting. In our tier RLR8, there's most tracks that we run normal, but the only tracks that we run strict, I think, was Canada, France, and Spain, I think, as well. I don't know, but yeah, I think we're at beginners league, but I think from ILR7 upwards, all tracks are run as strict. So yeah, that's why we could see a lot more penalties in France, I think, this race as well. There's a few people running no line as well, trying to get used to it. As Casper is up into 14th as he's trying to, as Coleman is looking pretty racy at the moment in 15th place. He's going to take the inside line from Casper. Let's see if he can make it work. No, not quite. Casper takes the outside, and I think he's up into 14th, but we also got Swimmy right behind as well. So Swimmy, I know Swamami, or however you say his name, he's down in 16th at the moment. But if you finish in France, that's a gamble in itself. So Hopefully that these guys... Oh, I seen a McLaren. Oh, no, it was Coleman going into the pits. I thought it was someone having a little bit of an off or something that panicked me a little bit there. But... so who else is looking pretty racy? S-Boy in 8th place is right behind Vitin, as Milos is right behind S-Boy as well. So Milos is going to get a good back seat into this. He's going to see if any other guys make a mistake and see if he can try and get the move done. No rain under Frez. S-Boy, oh no, S-Boy has made a mistake. He's binned it in sector 2. And I think Milos has took advantage of that and he said, yes, thank you, I'm getting P8. And there he goes. Jay Carty still on the back of IXC Fun, though, still keeping behind, not making many mistakes at the moment. As he's going to try and get past. Very good moves made from people today. If people say, oh, you can't overtake in front, you can. As look at this, Abassi and Pete are having a good fight up front. As Abassi, I think, holds on to P5 as Pete going to go around the outside. If he makes a move stick, that would be amazing, not going to lie. But no, he doesn't. As Abassi's gone wide there. As Pete takes advantage of that. Pete up into P5. What a move from Pete. Great work from the Ferrari driver. He's looking strong today. And he's still right behind his team. So far, we have a Racing Point, then a Red Bull, then a Red Bull, then a Ferrari, then a Ferrari. So, yeah. I think a Mercedes won this. No. Did a Mercedes won this in real life this year? Or was it Verstappen? I can't remember. It was so long ago. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was Lewis. It was Lewis. I knew that. As Abassi made a mistake again. As I think Vitinol is the McLaren is now up into P6 as well. This midfield is going absolutely crazy so far. Literally, the positions keep chopping and changing every minute. It's insane. It's just hard to know who to watch. As Milos is going right on the back of Abassi now, as he's probably going to wait until these two decide to do something. Abassi going to go and remove. I think Milos is deciding, yep, I'm going to back out for this one. As he was looking for a double overtake there. I was like, oh, that would have been very close indeed. As Milos is very close to Abassi. He's going to get the right-hand side here. Abassi covers off to the left. As Milos goes to the outside. Can he get P7 from Abassi? Abassi can't afford to make too many mistakes around here. Milos gets P7 from here. What a job from Milos. Why don't we see that in real-life racing in France, really? Possibly because you can go too aggressive because it is esports. But, you know, Abassi I think Abassi's soft tyres is having, yeah, he's diving into the pits. He is struggling on those tyres and he's already got a 5-second penalty for speeding. The pits have changed from when I last drove in France, and I got a bit of a shock in my race earlier. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that pit lane to be shorter. So I think a few people are going to struggle a little bit there. As IXC Fun has got a penalty as well. Minos still fighting with Khalifa. I'm seeing a few people lagging today on this lobby. It might be just me, but I'm not sure. But hopefully we should be okay. We're on lap 7 out of 27. NWBB still leads the race with RLT Dan in the P2. Khalifa, is he going to hold on? He's going to hold on to the inside line, he's deciding. Milos to the outside line. Who's going to get the better exit here? Approaching turn 8. Looks like Khalifa manages to defend quite well. IXC Fun, one is joining the party as well. IXC Fun can't afford to be too aggressive. If he wants to get his first point of the season, he has to be very cautious. And he's, look at this, Khalifa almost making a mistake there. Oh, they almost touched a little bit there. Oh, Jay Carty's out. What's happened to Jay Carty? Let's see if I can go on board. Can I see where he's binned it? I don't think I can. There is a yellow flag, I think, at the top of the hill here. So that's probably where he's binned it. You've probably seen it, but I haven't seen it. Oh, Dan's got a 5-second stop go as well. So that's probably going to be a relief for NWBB. Oh, his team weren't ready. No, it was just a graphic glitch. I thought his team weren't ready. I was like, oh my god, I was panicking there. Right. So let's just look at tyres, actually. On people who decided to go on. NWBB, Dan and Khalifa both opted for the hards, all three of them. So they are going to try and go for the soft hard strategy, but knowing them, they can make it work. Hards do last for quite a bit on this circuit, but I don't know how much. So, to be honest, I can't really comment if it is the right strategy or not, because I never tried it myself. But we will see. As Pinsky's still in the lead, he'll probably come in the next lap as Dan. He's already pitted as well. Look at Camk though. Camk's looking very strong today. He's right behind Alberto on the same tyre. He's looking very racy. How is Camk doing on his ERS actually? Casper looking well on the back as well. Casper can see the opportunity as well, but he can't afford to go for moves that are not there. He decides to back out, which I think what's best for him. Almost making a mistake there. Here comes Camk. Oh, they almost touch. But Camk is up into 6th place. Oh, it's Casper spun. Casper spun. Oh, bottle job from the Mercedes there. Oh, and on the hards as well. I wasn't expecting... I wasn't expecting someone there. But, oh, okay. I've just got something in one of the chats which is going to be very strange next week. Well, it's not going to be strange, but I can't wait for this. But I'm going to reveal next week, actually. But, yeah, just saying, as Casper, I think, is having trouble from Bassi there. As there's someone from my tier that I racing is moving up to ILR 5, apparently. So, that's going to be strange because I usually... Actually, no, I don't race him because he's usually way ahead of me, but hey-ho. But I think... Or he might be ILR 6, I can't remember. But he... Yeah. We'll find out next week anyway, but all I know is he's moving up. But there's... there's Milos. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Oh, Milos is spun. I think the medium... Actually, no, it's not. Oh, wait. Actually, it might be ILR 7. It is ILR 7 that he's getting moved up to. That's right. I thought... Ah, right. All right. Okay. It was a 5-lap championship that we'll see him again. Okay. That was a bit of a mistake there. I was like, oh, my God. But lap 9, Pete is leading. But again, the top 6 still yet to pit. But he's still doing quite well, managing his mediums very well. But he's got the engine glitch. So, not really... Gonna follow him too much there. As Milos, he's trying to recover from his mistake, but he's gonna probably pit a lap earlier, or a few laps earlier than normal. I think probably next lap. I think, yeah, probably next lap. I reckon. That is probably gonna be where he's going to dive it in as Victin is going... Oh, he's going on the soft tyres. Okay. I forgot what tyre he actually started on. Did he start on mediums? I can't remember. Oh, no. Coleman's out. Didn't see what happened there, but as Victin has got a time penalty, Sam has got a time penalty. Unfortunately, I didn't see where he retired, but I did see he went in the pits. I don't know. He might have retired from the pits. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. As we got a cheeky battle here. Pretty much... 4th place at this rate. It's going to be pretty much 3 wide as Beto. Actually, no, it's not 4th place. My bad. It's for 5th. As Beto tries to defend from S-Boy. S-Boy looking impressive as well. In 6th place, that'll be a decent point haul if he keeps this up. Yellow flag in sector 1. Don't know. Not going to follow it because it's not saying who has dropped positions. We'll see. We might see someone bottle. It might be actually Coleman actually, but we'll see anyway. As we go to the rest of the race. As S-Boy. Did S-Boy look like he was going to go into the pits there? Swami goes into the pits as well. IXE Fun goes into the pits as well. We'll be interested to see where he ends up. Come on, let me follow. Actually, no, let's follow NWB as NWBB gets past, I think, S-Boy. Which is probably going to give, I think, Roberto Mancini a little bit of breathing space, just for a little bit, as he tries to fend off. But he's also going to know that he's going to try and fend off NWBB pretty soon as well. And NWBB's on newer tyres as well, so we shall see. As Roberto then, my voice is starting to die, which is really weird. But I think I should be alright. But NWBB is going to see if he easily gets past, I think, Roberto. But he had to work for it a little bit there. So yeah, he had to do a little bit of work. But here comes S-Boy then. Roberto versus S-Boy. Who is going to come out on top here. As I want to see what the last lap time was, but I'm scared to look as S-Boy makes a move. A decent move, actually, almost touching, but luckily they keep it together. Oh no, S-Boy is spun again! I think he touched Roberto just a little bit there. I don't think Roberto's got damage. If he has, he might have a bit of an end plate, but not sure. So he's got a bit of damage, actually. As he's forced to pit early. Oh, nope, he's retired. So he's been forced to retire, sadly. Bit of a shame. So we're now down to 16 runners, I believe. No, 15. As we've got S-Boy and Milos in the pits. S-Boy is going to the pits earlier than intended. So he goes on to hard. Actually, no, it's not earlier than intended. It's what was expected. So, yeah. I would probably expect to go on the hards around about now. I think that's where the pit window would open. So, I wonder if it will pay off for. So, I don't think it has I don't think it has put off S-Boy too much. He could put a gamble a little bit there as RXC Fun and Swimmy still having a little bit of a battle here. As the track is getting colder, especially on those hard tyres, it's going to be hard for Swimmy and IXC Fun to warm up those tyres. But meanwhile, Abassi and Vinton are also having a cheeky battle too. Abassi and Seb have lost a few positions so far this race, but he is determined. He's determined to keep going. As he's not. I think he's one of these guys that if he knows to not make a move, he won't make a move yet. And he's on the mediums as well, so he will have to pit again because there's no way the mediums are going to last for quite a bit longer. But we'll see. We will see. As we're on lap 30, so we're pretty much almost halfway. We're almost halfway. I think 2 laps will be pretty much halfway. As I think the only people yet to pit are Speed, Knighton and Cam. So it'll be interesting to see where they come out for. The pit entry is short, but when you go into the pits after that, it is quite long. So I don't know how long the pit entry is around France. And Davo or Davo, how you say the name. If I'm not going to say what he said in chat because I'll probably end up doing that. But anyway, yeah, if it happens, it'll all be your fault. I won't be jinxing him there. But anyway, Cam has got a 3-second time penalty. Luckily, that hasn't affected him much as NWBB gets past Cam K. And Sam and Khalifa having a battle. Sam making his way back up the field. Again, he will have to pit again as well. As Sam is up into 8th place. As Khalifa, I think, having much better grip on those tyres, which are newer and can last the race longer than what Sam's tyres can. As Khalifa is trying for all his might. He's on for a decent points finish around here, and penalties can really make the difference around France. It's between getting a point and not getting a point. I almost got a penalty when I was racing earlier, but luckily I didn't. As Pete goes into the pits, that puts him up in P5, so that puts him in a decent position. But he's got Vinton all over the back of him on the softer tyres though. But again, we know that he's not going to last long. So I wonder if Pete is going to be like. I wonder if Pete's going to be like, is he going to race him, or is he going to let him race and know that Vinton's tyres are going to fall off the cliff soon, and probably going to stay P5 anyway. We shall see. We shall see. I think I know Pete, because Pete has had not the best results the last few races, I must say, but he's looking to be better in this track. He is hoping for a lot of things in France, I must say. I did speak to him. I met quite a few drivers. Actually, I met 2 of the drivers in this lobby in Northampton on Saturday. It was really fun. We raced, I think we did a 20-minute quali, and then we did two 20-minute races. Literally, my shoulders and hands and arms were aching. Surprisingly, my legs weren't. But I felt my back was aching the day after, and someone is diving into the pits, that is Victon. I think Pete definitely made the right decision there to not challenge. This might help him a little bit as he tries to catch up to Pinsky, who is in 4th place at the moment. As Colours of God is rooted for Pete. Now, I do believe you raced Colours of God. Did your race go alright in France, or did you have to do a big bottle? Because I didn't see how the ILR7 race was. I didn't actually have a chance just to take a glance through it. But hope it went alright for you, mate, if you did race tonight. But I might be wrong. It might be you don't race in ILR, but I'm sure I've heard your name before in a tweet or something. But in an ILR tweet, but I'm not sure. As I think at the moment the gaps are starting to pretty much stay the same, as I think a lot of people are starting to find their rhythm a little bit as well. So I think that is what's helping him a little bit. As I think Abassi stays in 6th for now, as he's struggling. I think he's struggling a little bit, but he's doing all right. And knowing him, he will probably go on to the softs, I think, to the end. But we'll see anyways. Cam K is the last person to go into the pits. And luckily, he doesn't get a speeding penalty, which is good to see. We have seen a lot of speeding penalties so far this race. In the pits anyway. But I think a few people won't choose to serve it. Let me just look on penalties whilst the race is a bit quiet. So NWBB, I do believe, has only had 1 penalty. That's 3 seconds. Dan has a 5-second penalty. I'm not sure we served that or not, though. No, because he got it for speeding in the pit lane. So it will be added to his time. Pinsky's got 1 warning. Where is Pinsky on track? So Pinsky could get P2, you know. He's 1.6 seconds behind his teammate. So that could be impressive. And he's on newer tyres as well. This could get very feisty between the 2 Red Bulls. Which we don't normally see in real life, sadly. But I hope, to be honest, in real life, I pray Albon has a good Singapore race. I swear to God. But I do believe practice is on really early in the morning, like when I'm asleep, so I can't really watch practice, which is annoying. I can actually watch free practice 2, but I can't watch free practice 1, because I'll be in bed sleeping. So, yeah, I wonder how the real life Grand Prix will turn out. Ron Lyon's not that far behind Sam, so I will closely follow that, and I think Pete is also 1.1 seconds behind Pinsky as well, so a potential podium could be on the cards as well. I did forget to check. Oh, I forgot to check penalties. Oh, that's nice. Well done, mate. Colours of Gold just got promoted to ILR 6. Well done. And you won as well. Run and fastest lap. That was must have been a good race for you. Good job. I'm seeing quite a lot of people getting promoted recently. Not much change in this tier, but it is to be expected. Pretty much, I think most of these drivers stay the same, to be honest. But we'll see. But yeah, well done. Quite a few people from our tier got moved up as well. So I think for the past few races, quite a few people got moved up, even though they're either reserves or full-time. So good job. Well done. And luckily, when I race, is the only place you can go is like stay where you are, basically. As Swimmy's going to try and make the move past IXE Fun. IXE Fun goes to the outside. Oh, what a move from IXE Fun there. Good switchback from him. As IXE Fun up into 9th. And Davo is predicting a bottle somewhere from Pete, I think. Oh, God. If that happens, I'm going to blame you. But there we go. But IXE Fun, I want to check penalties. I swear to God. I hope. Part of me wants the underdog. Oh, no, he's got a penalty. God damn it. I think he's got a 3-second one as well. How much does Swimmy have? He's got a penalty. Oh, he's got a penalty as well. And he's on his final warning. So, they're on even penalty. So, his battle is for position. But S-Boy's catching up behind as well. So, S-Boy can get P9 if he's not careful. So, Swimmy really needs to get a move on soon. As oh no, Pinsky's got a time penalty. So Podium could be off the cards, even if he is trying to catch up to Pete as well. Casper setting the fastest lap, so there is some possible fastest lap points potential on the cards. Don't forget, if you are inside the top 10, you will get, if you do gain fastest lap, you will get a point. Casper's in 15th, so that Casper is technically going to steal the point from the top 10. Unless someone from the medium tyres decides to go, you know what, I'll go on the soft to the end. But we'll see. I did see someone in RR8 try that, and it worked to their advantage, and they got their first point of the season. So we could see a repeat of that. As Pinsky needs to make up the time somehow. He's got, if he make his way past Pete, he could try and make the time back. I think that's Pinsky's only penalty for that. I think that's Pinsky's only penalty. I think pretty much everyone has got penalties. I don't think anyone has had a clean slate so far this race, but that is to be expected, I think. As Pinsky is dropping a little bit from Pete. Dropping a little bit. He's dropped a few temps, I think, that lap. So, as long as he doesn't drop 2 temps, because otherwise he'll lose another position, and you don't want that. You definitely do not want that. So sorry about a bit of the sniffles there. As NWBB is already dominating like a house on fire. 9 temps, sorry, my bad. 9 seconds between him and Dan. He is just, you know, and I think Dan's got more penalties than NWBB, so it's probably going to be even more. So, well done to him as Pinsky. Yep, he is dropping a little bit. Milos, though, could be on for another good finish if he makes his way past Khalifa. We've got Tyler in the chat. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And you're going to join for a good moment because we've got 7 laps to go. You missed quite a portion of this race, but we're going to see people really start to push the limit on those tyres, in particular on those hard tyres. Cam is on the mediums. That could be interesting. If he keeps this up, he's in 8th place and he started last as well. He's driving superbly. Not going to say anything more. I'm going to jinx him otherwise. But Cam could be on for a good result. And don't forget, if you are liking the stream so far, don't forget to press that like button. Also subscribe and turn notifications on. so you know when to expect a stream next from ILR. Don't forget, we have ILR Xbox tomorrow at 7:30. I will be commentating ILR 3 Xbox on this very channel with Jack, JSR Snakes. So if you want to hear me commentating again, please feel free to watch it. ILR 3 Xbox at 7:30. And if this race is anything to go by, I'm excited for tomorrow's. But we'll see anyway. As Milos, is he going to get a bit of speed? I think Khalifa possibly having the best straight line speed. I think for some of these drivers, they find navigating the corners harder than a straight line, really. That's how I found it in ILR 8 earlier. I think I gained better pace on the straights than the corners. In the corners, I was definitely struggling. And I think Milos is definitely gaining on the corners. Oh, Dan has left the session. Oh, that is not good news for Dan. As he's all, that is not good at all. As Pete is going to gain so much time. That is really good cost. Hopefully Dan can join soon, so otherwise his result will not count, and that will basically take off the hard work, really, which will be a bit of a shame. But there we go. As Dan, yep, he's ghosted. That's a shame. And I think Pete's already gaining up already. So Pete could be on for his best result of the season. Knowing him, he's probably trying his best to try and he's trying his best to avoid trouble, which he was trying to. I got to admit, he's dinging me. If it was a move I can't do, so there was a few moves earlier on where I was just trying to make, and I was just like, no, there's no point trying for it. And it kind of paid off, so yeah. Lap 22 and 27. And I think that's allowed NWBB's gap to really push as Abassi goes into the pits. Yes, he's going to go for the soft. Pete comfortably gets past Dan, and I think his teammate's going to get past as well. As he's right behind as well, potentially. Yes, he is. So Pinsky could be on for his best result as well if he keeps this up. But we shall see. We shall see. Pinsky still right on the back of Dan, but he's going to get past soon as well. And Sam and Vincent are having a battle as Casper's getting another penalty. I don't know how's that going to affect it. But look, Sam is really getting racy once again. He's not going to let the mistakes affect him, really. As Pinsky does indeed get past Dan. As I think Sam is not going to let his mistakes throw him. He wants to get a finish. He wants... Even if his race has completely gone to pot for him, he wants to finish. And he's going to try and get the inside. And does Vitin try and cover the outside? No. So that is P11 for Sam. Oh, as I've seen Vitin glitch a little bit there on my screen. Okay. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Tyler. Oh, that's good to see. As Vitin is going to try again for a move. Is he going to try? It'll be a miracle if he does. He did try to, but he did back out of it a little bit. Casper's round the back of this as well. I know it's not a battle for the points, but anything can happen. We haven't seen... Penalties can change. You could be somehow in P, like, say, 14 or something, but if you don't get any penalties, then you could be right on the cusp of getting points. So, this could be pretty decent. So, look. Just watch out for these drivers as they go towards the end of this race. We've got about 5 laps to go until this race begins. Race ends, I mean. As Dan has joined. Yay! That's good news. So Dan is going to still get some points because he will still complete 90% of the race. What a relief, but it would have been a podium for Dan, but what a shame for him to disconnect at such bad timing, but yeah. Oh well, it does happen sometimes, sadly, as Casper is on a good is in a good seat at the moment in this battle. He's looking for any one of those guys to make a mistake going through this next turn of turn 8, but they're not budging. They're not budging, which is good. This is where we can see people start to push now because they really want to try and get positions, but it may be a bit of a gamble, but it also does depend on the tyres. As Sam, as Casper and Victor having a battle here. Casper goes around. Yep, Casper's got P12. He's now going to try and get P11 now from Sam. Now, Mercedes are currently P2 in the championship. At the moment, Mercedes don't have any points. Casper really needs to get a couple of positions here in order for him to get these points, as we're already seeing penalties after penalties applying, as people, I think there's a few people starting to find their rhythm, a few not as well, as Milos is still on the back of Dan as well. So we got a 3-car battle for P4. This is going to get spicy. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This is going to be a cracking end to this race, I must say. We do have a yellow flag in sector 1 though. Who could that be? Who could that be? Oh, it's Ron Line. Ron Line's out of the session. But here comes Khalifa on Milos. Khalifa almost going to the outside there, but deciding nope, he doesn't want to do it yet. He doesn't want to go all in yet. Maybe he is using a tactic on trying it in the next few laps time, as long as he could stay on the pace of Milos and Dan. As Milos is 7/10, so anything can happen. Let's look on Milos's and Khalifa's penalties, actually. I didn't check those. So, Milos has got no penalties. How does that happen? He's only got 2 warnings. Khalifa, no. Oh, I thought he had no warnings there. So, Milos and Khalifa, I thought everyone had a penalty, but no. I think Milos and Khalifa are the only guys not to get a penalty, which is very impressive. As Khalifa still in 6th place. He's going to do all he can. Every point is crucial. He wants to keep that momentum going if he wants to keep his point streak going, because he got a P2 last week. Not quite where he was last week, but again, it was due to other people's mistakes, and he kept it calm and collected last week and kept it cautious and got some good moves done last week that had him in P2 last week. But wherever he finishes, if he finishes here, roughly, he's going to be on for a very decent result here. There's 3 more laps to go. Almost said 2 there for a minute there. Azul, I thought someone went off the circuit there, but I think it was a bit of lighting. I think IXE Fun, I think went a little bit too aggressive there. Has that costed a chance for his first point of the season? Oh no! I think he's probably going to hope that the people behind him or in front of him is going to get more penalties. But we'll see. Look at this, Swimmy. IXE Fun, look at this. IXE Fun is in 8th place now. I think he's just got past Swimmy again. So I don't know what's that going to do, because I know he's got another penalty anyway. As here we go, Khalifa's 4:10, so I don't think he's going to get the move that lap. He's got 1 more lap to go after this one to get the start-finish straight going right. As NWBB is already pulling off a 15.7 second gap over Pete. And I'll just check the position changes as well, just a second. Let me just check. As Cam K started 12th. And he's up into 7th. I would say I think Cam and Pete contenders for driver of the day here. I would probably say Pete, but Cam, I don't know. It's going to be a close call, I think, for who I think should get driver of the day. I don't know for this one. But it's nice to see Pete in his element again. I think that... Does Pete have a penalty? Let me just check, because Pinsky's right on the back of him. Pete's got 2 warnings. No, he's not. But he's on the cusp of getting a penalty, so he's got to keep it clean. So I think he's probably going to get told by Jeff anyway that he has got a time penalty. So the final lap as NWB goes through sector 1. Do we have any more battles going? I think Dan is doing all he can to hold on to P4. It's going to get huge. Absolutely huge in terms of points here. Penalties. To be honest, I think penalties can make it or break it this race, not going to lie. But we'll see anyway. I think everyone is... to be honest, I think everyone is starting to push because we're seeing gaps. Pretty much everyone's battling. S-Boy's battling Casper. Victorino's battling Swummy. There's literally battles going everywhere at the moment, which can affect points. But we'll see. Oh no, Casper got a time penalty as well. But we'll see how that affects in a minute. But one boy, one man, who I haven't been following much so far this race. He's been dominant so far from start to finish. As he can afford to cut the corner there because he knows that he's already far ahead anyway. And, but he was worried I was going to jinx him. But that didn't affect him as NWBB comes across the line. He wins the French Grand Prix, hitting Paul Ricard. But the battle is still not over. Pinsky is going to battle with Pete to the line. Let's see if he can hold. If Pete can hold on. Can Pinsky go for a last-minute lunge? Will penalties change it? No, penalties hasn't changed it. But I think it would have been 5/10 if it wasn't for that penalty. Oh, so Dan is... Oh yeah, I forgot about Dan's penalty. That puts Pinsky into 3rd. His best result of the season. Milos in 4th, Khalifa 5th. Dan 6th, Cam K in 7th. Great result for him. And yes, IXC Fun is going to get his first point of the season. Not just 1 point, not just 2 points, but 4 points. About time for IXC Fun. Oh, well, what a result for him. Great job from him. It is great, isn't it? To see someone who hasn't got any points all season to get their first point. It's just a great moment. So well done, IXC Fun, if you're watching this. PA as well deserving. But here's our winner going on to the top step of the podium. And I think let me just look at the championship results actually. That might put him in the lead of the championship because Dan was 4th. Dan's dropped quite a bit actually. Yeah, that would put NWBB back to the lead of the championship. So we'll see. And I swear Nathan, NWBB, said in the ILR5 chat earlier, I hate this track! Well, that hasn't shown here because you dominated that race. It is hard to give the drive of the day, but I think because that Peter's kept it clean and he started 11th and finished 2nd and he played that strategy that he did to perfection, I'll have to give drive of the day to Pete. So Speed 19 gets my drive of the day, so well done to him. NWB takes the win, Pete in 2nd, Pinsky 3rd, Milos 4th, Khalifa 5th, Dan 6th, Cam K 7th, IXC Fun with his first point, Sam with his first point of the season in his debut, so well done to him. S-Boy, it rounds up your top 10, and then Casper Bassi, and then I didn't catch who else was that. To be honest, I think Pete will be pretty happy with that. So double points for Ferrari and Red Bull today, so good job from both of them. I pretty much enjoyed that race. I think that was better than the real life Grand Prix, I've got to admit. But anyway, that has been it for ILR5. We are in Austria next week, I believe. Yeah, we are. We are in Austria next week. And I am looking forward to Austria. Austria, hands down, is my favourite race to commentate on this game. I think Austria, Bahrain, Belgium, they're great races, but Austria is hands down one of my favourite races because there's so much good. There's battling happening every lap, so I hope it happens again. Happening as well, and Alex I'm very happy that he's got his first points there. You deserve it, mate. If you want to catch more ILR action, we've got ILR Xbox on at 7:30. You can find out where they are going to be held on Twitter tomorrow lunchtime-ish. ILR 1, 2, 4 and 5 will be on Twitch almost certainly, but ILR's 3 will be on YouTube. And then we got ILR's 1, 2 and 3 PS4 on Sunday, so make sure you tune in then. So, that's been it. I've been JessGames95. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you same time next week, 8 o'clock, for ILR 5 for the Austrian Grand Prix. Until now, see you soon. Good night.